Why Tren? The Cancerian with the vision. A hoodie in the bucket hat is often his decision. Why high? A king from Queens, you never disrespect. The wise OG, but what else would you expect? Why Dame? The flyest and the highest of them all. You need a perfect shot, he's the one that you should call. All three combined in a little of your time. Welcome to the show and let him ease your mind.
It doesn't matter when we are or where we are because we are.
Because we are.
Because we are better than
Because we are.
Because we are.
Because we are. Because we are. Because we are.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Because We Are podcast. I'm your boy, Tren. I'm here with call.me.hod and Gobbo_. We are the Because We Are gang. Follow the Patreon, patreon.com/Because We Are podcast for extra content and full videos to the short videos that we put on YouTube. As always, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff, and engage with us. We always love when y'all contact us. And before we get started, I just got to give an applause to us / a thank you to the fans because they're doing their big one still, man. We went up to 50K on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
That's
There we go.
We halfway to a plaque, baby. Halfway to a plaque. You know what I'm saying?
Very exciting.
And 20K on TikTok. Also, thank y'all for y'all, you know, and engaging with that on there. You know what I'm saying? A whole different. That's a big feat because that's a whole different. Like I think everywhere is like different audiences, and we hit 1K on Instagram too. We didn't even acknowledge that, but that's pretty big too. I think. You know what I'm saying? That's still fire too. Sure. So thank y'all to all where y'all supporting us. You know what I'm saying? And if you aren't already, go follow us on each perspective site so you don't miss anything because we got some special announcements as well. Y'all been wanting it, and we finally gonna give it to you in case you missed the notifications that we post on all socials. Because We Feud is returning this month as a monthly segment. Another, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The return of the Mac Dame Harvey is coming. You know what I'm saying? Got his, he put the order in. He got the mustache pack coming.
It came in today.
Damn,
60
man.
mustaches. We're good for the next few years.
Yeah, yeah, man. So y'all make sure y'all run it up. I know y'all was really excited for it, so it's finally coming back.
Yeah, man.
It's coming.
Just want y'all to know.
Patrons, subscribe to the Patreon if you want to potentially be a part of the survey.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys go and do that.
Yeah, big things coming. Big things coming.
Absolutely.
And we're really excited, man. I'm sure Dame got some tricks up his sleeve for this next show. I'm excited to. I think I'm gonna do better this time. We're gonna run it back. Hot one, the first one.
We're keeping us. We got to keep scoring now.
Yeah.
So it's a 1-0.
Is it? I thought it was 1-1. But you know,
we only did Because We Feud once. You got it. You know what I'm saying? By like a few points, I think. Like what, 2 points or something like that?
Oh yeah.
It was a close one. But you know what I'm saying? I get it now. I understand it now. So I'm coming for you. You feel me? So bring your A game. You know what I'm saying? No sweating. I'm gonna be buzzing in for everything these days. You know? So
Pause again.
whatever, man.
Saying that was crazy. You said I'm coming for you. No sweating. Like yo, bro. Like you gotta relax.
It's my fault, bro. I'm sorry. It's just it's July. It's cancer season. Summertime.
Yeah,
you know
man.
how it be, bro. You know how to.
Man.
You know how it should be coming. But how y'all doing, man? Y'all doing all right? Y'all surviving the heat? It's been, like I said, the thunder been louder than it's ever been in my place of residence. But other than that, I'm doing pretty well.
I've been all right. It's just been a really shitty time to fly lately. I mean, especially if you're flying into Newark Airport, New Jersey.
Yeah, man.
A lot of people, not just my flight. I found out every single flight that night got hit with cancellations and delays. Damn. Made me stay in Jersey for an extra couple days, and within those extra couple days, I lost my wallet.
Damn.
So, double whammy. Wasn't that great, but hey, I got to go home. Got to see family. We got to see our guy Frank for his 30th birthday. Got to see my guy T for his birthday. Yeah. And I got to go to American Dream a couple times. The mall.
Finally. Yeah. Finally.
That place is fucking ginormous. There's so much stuff to do in there. I think the first time I went with my mom and family, we were there for a few hours. Second time we went, I was just me and Leslie who went, and we were there for like 4 hours. There's just so much shit to do. Especially if you're like going with children. They have the whole fucking Nickelodeon theme park in there. They got the water park in there. Fucking that place is it's one thing to hear about it, but when you see it in person, and then even when you're looking at it from the outside, you're like, it doesn't look that big. It doesn't look that crazy. And then you go inside the motherfucker, bro, and it's like, holy shit.
Yeah. And there's still stores coming, if I'm not mistaken, because there's still a lot of things like coming to it. Like it's not even done yet on the inside in terms of like what the stores are providing and stuff. But yeah, that might be the first mall I ever been to where I had to pay for parking. Actually, I never been to a mall where I had to pay for parking. That was like the first one ever.
I know when they first opened up, they were charging like what, $30-$35 to park.
Which is wild because you ain't even this mall ain't even done yet, and you charge me $30. I mean, I guess that's how it gets done, right? These prices and all that shit, but
that's how they justify it.
Yeah. But I went to the Japan Village up in Brooklyn, for my birthday. I saw Superman twice, so we're gonna talk about that later, and give some reviews on that. Last week, me and Hod and my boy Rick, music critic, we did a review and our live reaction of the Clipse album, which means we waited till midnight till the shit dropped and we listened to it.
Did a great job.
Gave all our takes. Thank you, man. It was really fun. It was a moment. It was a moment in time, and I'm glad we captured it. Like, I'm kind of kicking myself because I'm like, damn, there's so many other albums that came out since we started this thing that I wish we had like done live reactions for. Like, I definitely would have did a reaction for Blue Lips for sure when that first came out. You know what I'm saying? But we're not missing this moment for like some of these albums that come out now. But I'm glad we captured it. It was a great album. Damn, we missed you. You know what I'm saying? I know you were listening to it, like I said on the review. Yeah. You hit us up while we were recording it, and it was raving about Mike Tyson blow to the face.
So I took a red eye flight that night that it dropped that Thursday. That's why I wasn't on the show, and I landed around like 1 a.m. And I figured, all right, these guys still have to be recording, so we're on the Uber on the way to my house or my mom's house. And I see you guys are in the session still. So I'm like trying to join in, but like as like an audience member, so I don't like, disturb what you guys got going on. Just so I could like listen in. But I couldn't figure it out. I didn't want to join in and just ruin the flow or anything. So I just waited the next couple days to hear it myself.
We would have loved to have you, man. But that being said, give us some takes, man. How'd you feel about the album? You got any favorites from it? How, because we've had some time to sit with it. So I'm sure, we might have some new favorites by now. Like we said, they smoked this rollout, everything about it.
Yeah. And I was going to say, man, this album is the product of a great rollout. This is how you roll out an album that is just not a curated playlist. This doesn't feel like just a playlist. It's an actual sequencing of songs that make sense, that tell a story. A lot about cocaine, but still tells a very clear story that talks about family, loss, loyalty, and cocaine.
The trials and triumphs of
trials and triumphs.
Coke.
Absolutely. This is just a product of a great rollout. This is why I think rollouts are important. I don't know. I think predictions wise, I think it's projected to do like 90K first week, which is a little around. I think what my first prediction was. I think I said like 90 to 110 or something like that at first, and then I changed it. But I think they should be very proud.
Absolutely.
I know they have a partnership and distribution with Rock Nation, I believe, but for the most part, this felt like a very independent album and a very independent product with, just a little bit of help from Rock Nation. So they should definitely be patting themselves on the back. Malice should definitely be patting himself on the back right now, 15 years without fucking rapping, picking up a pen and rapping about this type of shit, and you're still out here looking better than a lot of these niggas that just came out. Yeah. So shout out to him. For all the people that have been saying Malice killed Pusha, Malice squash Pusha, I got one question for you. How the fuck could you tell the difference? how the fuck could you tell?
There were parts where I wasn't sure who was rapping.
Like when they was doing that back and forth, that was the hardest, I think. When they was doing the back and forth.
And cut me slack. I know we're an older pod. Like, I'm 30 years old. But still, the last time these niggas was rapping together, I was 15 years old, so forgive me if I can't tell the difference 15 years later.
And they still kind of sounded alike back in the day.
They sound very alike. They've always sounded very alike.
Obviously, they're gonna have some sort of similarities there. But yeah, and their voices are very similar. I think it's like content matter.
All the hip hop heads that's gonna comment and be like, "Oh man, if you're not really hip hop if you can't tell." Shut the fuck up, man. Get the fuck out of here. You can't tell the difference either. Trying to sound cool for the internet. Fuck you.
Damn. They came for eat.
Yeah, because I was going through some of them comments too, yo. There was on that what's it called, the Epida and FICO.
Yeah, they told us y'all gotta read more, y'all. I'm like, man, y'all don't understand that the
people are commenting a week later. Like, all right, try reacting on the spot.
The night of, yeah.
The night of not having any lyrics to read.
Yeah, yeah.
And to give a reaction and to have to give a thought about it.
Yeah. And what we were doing, like what I was doing, so because I had some lyrics up, but I was like, I'm trying to train my ear to like be able to catch like live reactions. I don't want to be reading stuff. I want to see how I feel about it right away. And the truth of the matter is, I didn't even put up the video where we was talking about the first track, which is fucking tragic, by the way. I can't listen to that anymore, I don't think. I need to like take it easy until like something else tragic happens in my life, and I'll go back to it when I need some emotions. But Birds Don't Sing, I can't just keep listening to that. But other than that, everything else, I just been running back. You know, I've been learning a lot of new things. I've been hearing a lot of new things. But a live reaction, you're not gonna catch all that high level rapping right away. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people can't. A lot of people just aren't able to do that. And I don't think that it should be like a slight on us if we don't catch it right away. You know what I'm saying? That's just,
and as a black community, we have to stop shaming black people for not understanding all the drug references. Yeah, we all didn't come up like that.
Exactly, bro. Come on, man. And it was really great though. Like we had a really fun time doing that. How'd you feel about the production overall? Like
I think I think Pharrell definitely redeemed himself. He's going to have to show himself a little bit more outside of the Clipse. I'm not completely sold on that Rick Ross record, but he did a great job on this project specifically. I loved, it wasn't my favorite beat, but I loved Epida. What's the acronym for that? What is the? I know Mike Tyson goes to the face, but
I think I got it now.
Come on, do it no Googles. Let's go. Do it no Googles. See if you learned.
EBITDA. Earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization.
Yeah, let's go. See,
that's
that's learning, bro. That's learning. Now, what's FICO?
So it's a finance term. It basically is a way to analyze a business and like seeing how much money they're making, like literally, not just gross and net, but just like how much are you worth. So earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. Amortization is just mean the act of paying down debt. So like how much do you actually have? So again, for a drug rap record, that's fly.
Very informative. They giving us financial advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, of course. It's a drug business. You know, they businessmen, if anything.
Now I'm 10 times the EBITDA.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah. Wow. That's a lot of money. That's a new way of saying I got money, bro. Like, it's fine.
That's a hell of a way.
Production wise, that definitely felt like the most, vintage Pharrell sound that we've heard in a while, and that was very refreshing. Very different from the rest of the album. Not that that's a bad thing at all. I love to hear it. I think the features were awesome, all of them. Not the strongest Tyler feature, but it definitely caused enough buzz in the streets to get the people going. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Like Tyler's done a lot of features. I just don't think this goes up there like with his best. But it was a really good feature though.
Yeah.
I'm tired of hearing, and I told you this before, I'm tired of hearing John Legend on the beginning and end of albums.
Fair.
Beautiful song. But this nigga could do other things.
Who would you have replaced him with? Who else is in
Friday?
the
I don't know.
Nah, come on. I feel like John Legend has such like he has that
Negro spiritual voice.
Spiritual voice, but also the reputation to be on like
Negro
really
spiritual voice, and then you look at
songs.
Yeah, like that's
he looks like a Muppet. But that looks aside, I feel like that reputation of being on impactful songs and having a voice. Listen, John Legend is like one of our best male singers, singer-songwriters. So I feel like he's placed well. And these are old niggas, bro. Let's not forget, like Push and Malice, they ain't no young tenderonis. I don't think that they go on a Friday. I think John Legend is kind of in their class to understand the severity. Like I don't think Friday might have
used to love you.
I'm just tired of turning albums on, and he's the first voice I hear.
Yeah, and then you get turned off. I mean, you're not the only one who's like, just didn't feel that certain way about voices. Hot was the one really fucking with Pharrell's voice on it, and that's not like a unpopular opinion. A lot of people not really messing with Pharrell's
I could agree with that
singing voice and stuff like that. But that brings me to this question that I have for y'all, because it occurred to me that a lot of people are doing the comparisons between like the Neptunes Pharrell and Pharrell as like a solo entity. So I wanted to ask y'all, right? When y'all listen to like old Neptune stuff, what captured y'all the most? Like the drum beats or the melodies? Because I feel like that will put this argument to rest in terms of like what part of the Neptunes is what and what people appreciated more. Because I feel like a lot of people are saying Chad, the Neptunes was built on Chad, Pharrell like the same without Chad, and that's why the beats ain't hitting the same way back, like yada yada yada. But like there's an argument to be made about what Pharrell was contributing as well. I really do feel like he was like the drummer that really wanted to catch the beat and everything and Chad really caught the melodies. So it's really hard to say which one you felt more, but me necessarily, I think I can say with my heart that the melodies is what captured me the most. So if he really was in charge of like, if Chad was really like the one that was really controlling the melodies and everything like that, then I can say that like he probably did carry the Neptunes career a little bit. And there's probably not both of them. Like there's probably no Neptunes without both of them. So
for sure,
like I think if they were separate entities, we might not be here today celebrating the Clipse album. So
I think my opinion on it is that Pharrell has always been the groove, and Chad has always been the instrumentation. So the reason why Pharrell can do a rap album and like fit in that pocket is because he's a drummer. He's a drummer by trade. You know what I mean? So he's always going to be able to master the groove. I remember finding out that he did like the old Rex and Effects records, like when he was like 17, 18 years old. He did not Pumps and the Bumps. They were Rump Shaker. He did Rump Shaker.
He did?
When he was like 18, bro. That's
He produced
crazy,
that?
right? He produced that.
No
it
way.
says Teddy Riley,
I did
but
not
it's
know
actually
that at all.
Pharrell when he was in high school.
Damn, that beat is crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
that carries it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
All of that
like,
horny
so-
shit that they was talking about on that song, but that beat is I can hear it in my head right now. Like that's like the heartbeat. You know what I'm saying?
With
so
the
he might be he might have been
with
the heartbeat
saxophone,
of the Neptunes. But
so that's kind of always where, and even like his hits are still very groove heavy. Happy is groove heavy. Blurred Lines is groove heavy. You know what I'm saying? You can really tell when it's a Pharrell production, when it's a Pharrell led production versus when it's a Chad led production. And yeah, you definitely don't get the Clipse, or you don't get Clipse without both of them. But if we're making a rap album in 2025, I'd rather Pharrell produce it than Chad. So I think we ended up in the right spot, right? And then, like I said last week, Pusha has to be recognized more as a rap songwriter. Like we talked about this a lot, about people talk about, why do hip hop fans love Kendrick so much when he doesn't have like bar heavy songs? Like he's not really like a punchline rapper. Like he's not like he's a lyrical guy, but he's not like a typical lyrical guy like a Joyner, or you know what I mean, or something.
You're not gonna be like, oh, I got it. Like after every single line, it might take a little bit to dissect the whole entire verse, like to understand.
Even though he does have a lot of like alliteration and other like literary devices, but it's not traditional battle rap type raps. It's because of his songwriting. It's because as a rapper, he's making great songs, right? And we talked about the difference between like, oh, this person is more of a rapper and this person is more of an artist. This is why I don't like that term, because being a rap songwriter is a very different skill set than being just a artist or a songwriter. So Pusha is one of those people who, like that melody, that hook on POV, like you've heard that before in your life, right? Yeah. But you've never actually heard it because he just made it up with that groove. You know what I'm saying? So
and even his like flow and cadence on that, like the lazy sounding flow of, Like that's
bro,
all,
that is a
the
completely
choice.
different skill set, bro.
Yeah.
Like being able, because even if you don't remember the words, you're gonna remember the melody, right? And so there's certain rappers that are extremely good at that. And Pusha T he's one of the best rap songwriters probably of this generation. He's at least top 5 songwriters. A lot of guys can rap and they get producers to write the hooks, or you know what I'm saying? And like it's a different type of conversation.
Also
Pusha
a Pharrell thing, for sure.
Right. But Pusha T is in there crafting these songs with Pharrell. You know what I mean? So, and we know that because there's a lot of similarities between this stuff and a lot of the stuff that a lot of people were saying, like a lot of the Pharrell production sounded like Kanye production, right? To me, that's Pusha's influence. You know what I mean? That's so there's all of these through lines that you can kind of gather once you have the full picture. You know what I mean?
So starting to connect the dots now.
Yeah, exactly. So I definitely want to shout out Pharrell for his production, but Pusha as a songwriter definitely showed up.
So it feels like you leaning more towards like the Pharrell side of the Neptunes. Like, you know, I think that you kind of like back in the day when they would first start with the Neptunes, you probably strayed more towards that like you said, the heartbeat of all the drums and everything like that. What about you, Dame?
For me, it was the bounce, and it was the synthetic keys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the meshing of the both. So I'm not sure. I'm sure the bounces Pharrell was. What was? Who was doing the keys? Was that Chad or was that
would have been
Pharrell?
Chad.
That's probably Chad. Yeah. Like when you
Then
think
I
about
guess I don't know.
top,
I just love that marriage of both of them. You know
It's because
what I mean?
exactly.
But like,
But it's
when you
probably
think about
mostly
your-
the bounce.
when you think
because
about
of the
your
way
top
that
Neptune songs, like what is like the prominent thing from those types of songs?
it's the mix of the two, but it's probably the bounce
It really
because
is
the
the
bounce is going to
marriage.
set the tempo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if it's just the keys are going off the rhythm of the bounce. So I guess the bounce would be the foundation. So I guess by default it would be the bounce, but it really is the marriage of both of them.
So when I think of bounce, I definitely think of how the chords play with the drums. Like that's literally what, because when you think of bounce, you think of fronting, right? The beat for fronting, or even like the beat for I Just Want to Love You, that's bounce. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just a perfect marriage of like
A lot of percussion
playing the
and
keys
stuff like
at the
that.
right spot and then the drums coming in perfectly. And that's what literally creates bounce. You know what I mean? So same thing with Southern music. The 808s, the 808s and the drums marriage created the Southern bounce. You know what I mean? So it's really just because that should be so bouncy.
I'm just thinking about like Love You Better.
So I
right?
love Timbaland beats too.
Yeah, sorry we can't really talk about him right now, but I just feel like we still in kick his back end mode until he figures out that he's doing,
Until he fails enough.
until he cares about his legacy enough to not do what the fuck he doing. But yeah, I think that like when I think about like, Love You Better, right? Like that song, like the things that I'm humming from that beat, you know what I'm saying, is mostly like I care about the beat and stuff, but if it's just like if they were to like cut the drums off, right, and just had like that melody going, and like maybe I'll give bass and drums to Pharrell, right? But if it's just like the melody by itself, like that's kind of like fire. All the extra stuff like the synths and the keys and all that stuff, like I just hear that and I'm just like, it just grabs me, man. Like it just, and the bounce is just like you said, the marriage is really important, but I don't know, all my favorite songs, I guess. But then we have like Pharrell, who made things like he made like That Girl, like he produced In My Mind, which is crazy album. You know what I'm saying? He did that by himself, but That Girl is like one of my favorite produced songs as well. So I guess he got some tricks too. But like those melodies that really capture was early on Clipse. I think that was kind of really important. But enough about Clipse. Great album. Definitely go stream it and listen to it if you haven't already. Great features on there, and go check out our review. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/Because We Are Podcast. Check out the full review over there. But while we were away, we also, like I said in the beginning of the podcast, I saw Superman twice.
Yep.
Once at the same night as Dame. I'm not even gonna get into that, but that was like a whole interesting scenario. This man took a picture of me in the theater. I might make that the thumbnail, to be honest with you. This man was over here creeping on me in the theater, and I'm just standing there none the wiser, and had no idea that he was in the theater with me. You feel me? Because we was in there for a surprise. He has location turned off. I wasn't double tap and zoom in a little bit more. I'm just standing there looking like Patreon exclusive, by the way. I'm just standing there waiting for my boy to come, and they snuck right by me, man, and got into a whole nother theater to watch that movie.
We literally did walk right past you after this.
That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. Like I really gotta be better about that, because the fact that I didn't notice, maybe it's because I wasn't looking for y'all, but I feel like that's kind of dangerous, man. If somebody was trying to assassinate me, it'd be that easy, and that's kind of sad to me. But overall, like they went in another theater. Would have been crazy if y'all made it to the same theater, but we bought those tickets.
I tried.
We bought those tickets like mad in advance, and like we were kind of close, but overall, loved the experience. Shout out to my boy Jesse. And overall, man, I really love that movie. I think I gave it an 8 out of 10. I still stand on that. Really great performance from all the actors, all the different like people in the super gang, or the super friends is really what it's called, but we're gonna call it a gang for now. And James Gunn did his big one,
because it's black people in there.
They called it I know, right? See, which I didn't even know, right? I didn't even know that Mr. Terrific was gonna be like a part in this. He pretty much plays a big part. He pretty much saves the day. You know what I'm saying? Like when you really think about everything that's happening, I know it's a collaborative effort, but like he pretty much is the one that ultimately saves the planet.
Without Mr. Terrific,
again, black people, man, gotta save the day.
Did not know. I have my critiques.
This is a big redemption for him too, because you know he was in that what movie was it? The Fantastic Four movie back in the.
Nah, I think you're talking about was he the Silver Surfer? Nah, he was in X-Men First Class.
Yes, that's what he was.
Yeah, Darwin, I think is his name. So yeah, he was in that. I didn't see those movies, but people have been talking about it. But I had no idea that he'd be like a big role in this movie. But
that is that guy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. I have my critiques, which I'll get to later. I'm still giving the positive reviews of it all. Excellent story. It feels like a complete opposite of the Batman. So I don't know how they're gonna marry these types of stories together, or these types of these characters, because Superman is very positive, very by the book kind of thing, and Batman is like very emo and kind of like doing his own thing, and he always has kind of been like that. But they have totally different auras, I think, in these two movies. But hopefully,
from what James Gunn said, all these movies are going to be very different tonally. You know what I'm saying? Whereas
I love it, though.
With the Marvel films, you kind of know what you're expecting to go in there.
Yeah.
Action sequence, you're going to laugh a few times, and that's it. Yeah. Each one of these movies is going to be, I think they're working on like a body horror movie for another one of its characters. As far as I know,
it's
as far as
Clayface,
he
right?
said, yeah, Clayface.
Yeah.
As far as he's said, that Batman universe is going to be like an elsewhere tale, where basically like that's its own universe. It has nothing to do with what's going on in the ongoing DCEU. So I think after this they have Supergirl coming out next year.
Next June, man.
Yeah. Who I love the actress for.
She's from House of the Dragon, right?
Yep, House of the Dragon. She played Rhaenyra. I'm trying to think. What was the? So the Batman that they have casted for this universe is actually going to be a little bit of an older Batman. From what's been reported. Yeah. From what's been reported, okay. I can't tell you if it's from James Gunn himself or if this is just like a report, but I think they're going to do a Batman that's a little older, maybe like in his mid-30s, so he might be a little bit older than Superman, because he's already going to have, they're doing Brave and the Bold, so he's going to have Damien already.
Okay. I thought they were. My thought was that he was waiting, or like who's produces the Batman? Matt Reeves. Yeah. My thought was that they were trying to wait to have like the marriage between these two movies, before they wanted to wait until they saw how Superman did, how it was received and everything like that, and being that it's received so well that there could be some sort of synergy between the two universes. Obviously, they're not going to be like super connected. Like they're not building a whole like story around like they did with like what Marvel did, but there would be some sort of like clash at some point. So that's what my thought was. That's what I.
It would make all the sense in the world to have both of these universes exist in the same, because Batman and Superman would be closer in age. I think when the Batman movie came out, that was supposed to be like year 1 or year 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
So at this point, jump a few years forward, it lines up more or less. If I'm Matt Reeves, though, I want to keep this as far away from anything else that's going on in the universe. I feel like Matt Reeves is very particular about his films and how they're portrayed.
Yeah.
I feel like he takes his film work very personally. I don't think he'd want to jeopardize that by trying to insert all of his characters, because it's not just the Batman. He's laying out Penguin, he's laying out all these other characters, and I not that necessarily that he doesn't trust James Gunn, but you just see how things go when things get a little bit out of your hands. We saw what happened with Joker. The guy didn't want to make a second Joker film. They ended up making it, and it bombed. So if Matt Reeves wants to keep this as his own Elseworld tale, I say let it happen. I say go with a different Batman. You guys have your own, vibe going right now. They got the Green Lantern series that'll be coming out soon as well. We'll be seeing, Aaron Pierre, and we'll be seeing more Nate Fillion, Guy Gardner. So,
and they have the other one too.
They
have the Hal Jordan Green Lantern too. So that means we have 3 Green Lanterns currently.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like there's one more thing that's being worked on. I'm pretty sure. Jason Momoa's Lobo. I thought there was another one too. I'm probably just forgetting.
Yeah, I think.
But they have, and then the Peacemaker show that's going on right now.
Yeah, and then the Batman 2 in 2027. But that's all different plans of everything that's happening there. But overall, my best things about this movie was that I think I mentioned early on in this podcast, I was talking about how Superman has kind of always been like, the by the book. He wants to do good, kind of political, and that movie hit all those messages for me, man. I think that it was really good in a sense. I like it that it showed him being getting his ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? We got a power scaling thing. Yes, he was strong, but he started the movie getting his ass whooped, which we could have known just from the trailer as it is. But yeah, he had some trouble. You know what I'm saying? He had some trouble. I think he met his match, but this wasn't like the typical obviously when you're fighting a superhuman or metahuman, I should say, like superhuman strength alien, you're gonna have to fight in a different type of way. You can't just fight him with just straight strength, which brings in Lex, who is like super smart and super evil and just has a lot of cunning, but
phenomenal. Yeah,
it was just the right amount of insanity, and I really do love in both of these films how the media plays like a role in both of these films. Like it almost seems as like its own character. Right, because in this film we see how it's used as a tool for good and how it's used as a tool for bad, and how the people feel about it. So it's definitely, I think that's like it makes it really modern, and that's what I liked about the Batman as well. Like the how the Riddler was basically like an internet cult leader. You know what I'm saying? Like he had people that like he could like fester up and everything, and Lex used the media to pretty much turn his back and pretty much get permission to kill this man. You know what I'm saying? Or so it was really like it was really really cool. Superman was saving squirrels and dogs and all that stuff. He just seemed very true to self. A lot of people said that he didn't really have much of an arc, but I think the arc of his was really just finding out who he really is. You know what I'm saying? I think that was like his whole thing, and just being able to accept that he's here to do good, and it doesn't matter what his parents say or anything like that, or whatever role that they had for him, he's doing his own thing and he's being ultimately good. So those are my big positives. Do you have any positives to add on that before I start kicking the reason why I took 2 points off?
Yeah, absolutely. So continue on about the Superman. Naturally, people are naturally going to do, they're going to compare it to the last film that came out, and a lot of people, because Zack Snyder had a huge fan base. Release the Snyder Cut was a huge movement. So a lot of people hold those movies in high regard, and they're going to be a little
more critical.
Yeah, exactly. So it's been a lot of on Twitter just reposting of old Man of Steel clips, and
move on.
I enjoyed Man of Steel. Don't get me wrong. I actually enjoyed Man of Steel. I've never really been a huge Superman fan. So to see Superman be so careless, so destructive and so violent, it made him interesting to me. So for that reason, I liked it. But I could understand as somebody who like really loves Superman, because don't get me wrong, as much as I love Batman, there's people out there that love Superman even more, and I totally get it. He's totally OP. He's the symbol of superheroes. He's literally the superhero. Like, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, when they saw Man of Steel, they were like, Superman wouldn't do that. Like, Superman wouldn't allow all this destruction, all these people getting killed, allow Batman to just kill all these henchmen in front of him. Like, he just wouldn't allow any of that.
Right.
So if you're willing to accept a lot of the aura farming that came from Man of Steel, it can be enjoyable. But if you really wanted to see a true Superman, how he's supposed to act, super comic accurate, colors popping everywhere, even in the dark scenes, because we know a lot of that Snyderverse stuff was very dark and grim tonally, then this is the movie for you. Like, this new Superman is the Superman you've been looking for. And I follow people that are really big Superman fans that are really happy with what they've seen with this guy. Like, this Superman, the actor, I'm sorry, I don't know, is this David something, right?
I'll look it up for you, but it's
he's like a huge geek. He's like a huge nerd, so he's actually into the shit as well.
David
And I know
Cornsweet,
Henry.
I think his name? Cornsweet?
Yeah. And I know Henry Cavill was too, but this nigga's like a huge geek, and people love that. People are able to really get around this guy who really didn't have much of a crazy career before this. This is definitely going to be the one that launches it into the next stratosphere.
Can I say something?
And then,
Go ahead.
yeah, go ahead.
I'm actually really tired of these actors trying to get off that I'm a huge geek shit. Like, I'm a huge nerd.
Nah, he really
Henry
is.
Cavill ain't a fucking nerd, bro. No. This guy might be. Henry Cavill's not a fucking nerd, bro.
I don't know, bro. Henry Cavill was literally developing a video game movie just because he loves it so much and puts so
He
many
might be
hours in
smart.
the game.
He might be smart. But if he wasn't in the trenches, bro, if he wore deodorant all through high school and middle school, then my nigga, you was not a nerd, bro. We've had
If he
this
wasn't
discussion before.
honestly, he might be, and not to like give disrespect to the nerd community, but the things that he kind of says about women, he might be a little bit. He might have been like incel if he wasn't.
Yeah,
like,
he may be that type of vibe.
He might have been like one of those like nerds that like people be like, yeah, nobody like to talk to me because I like this, and this, and it's like, no, bro.
Bro, if you've never
totally see
watched
that.
the imported Dragon Ball Z that was not localized, bro, you are not a nerd. I'm sorry, there's rules to this nerd shit, bro.
You got.
I'm sorry, there's rules.
He can still be a nerd, but maybe he's not a super nerd.
I listen. I'm just tired of niggas getting it off, bro. Yeah. I'm like, look,
yeah.
I sat at the lunch table by myself a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
there was
it's
never
cool
a point.
now. It's because it's cool now.
Yeah.
I was talking about this with one of my friends too about like how he liked Dragon Ball Z back in the day. He was like, you know, and people liked anime back in the day. They were sitting by themselves and kind of had a whole squad. But now it's cool to like anime, like. And stand in it too.
I love anime and football. Fuck out of here, bro. Like nah, I'm not with it. I'm not with it at all.
Yeah. Okay. Nice little kick Henry Cavill's back in moment.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm with it every time. By the way.
Yeah, good, bro. That's a balance, bro. We need this.
Yeah, but continue. Great actor that did the new Superman.
And then just to go off what you said about Lex, it was also the correct amount of hate. I feel like
I think he hits what you were talking about, what you wanted from Lex too early on.
I wanted the biggest hater that I've ever seen a Lex be, and this was that. Lex has always been in the comics, in the cartoon movies, animated series. He's always been really envious of Superman. It wasn't just like, oh, I don't like this guy. Oh, I'm trying to do this, and he's trying to stop me. Like, no. I'm jealous of this nigga. I hate the way that this nigga walks. I hate the way he talks. I hate the way that he flies. I hate the way that his fucking hair curls in the front. Like, I hate all that shit.
Yeah.
And we saw that in this movie, him just be the ultimate hater.
Start to finish.
And yeah, from start to finish. And he's also like the biggest, like he goes at Superman the way that you would imagine a nigga that looks like him to go at Superman. Like it's a fucking video game.
Yeah.
This nigga just pushing buttons. A2, 7-6, B4.
I love that
just
so
like
much.
That scene right there solidified it for me as like, all right, this is the greatest Lex I've ever seen.
Yeah, I love that.
And maybe it's just me being in the moment, but holy shit, I've never seen that much amount of hate come from a single Lex performance before in my entire life. Like, I've always loved like the Lex Luthor that was portrayed in the animated series. You know, kind of stocky, a little ambiguous,
Little black.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But it works with what he looks like. You know, they got the skinny, frail, bald guy again. I love the line at the end, by the way, about take his bald ass to Bell Reef.
That was super unnecessary.
Yeah, I felt offended. I felt attacked.
Yeah. It's like they're trying to like make
that was
evil.
improv.
Yeah, they're trying to make bald people evil.
Script.
Like damn, like yeah, he's so evil that's only evil people have no hair. You know what I'm saying? Superman here's some Superman, you know, nice haircut, everything, comb over and everything. And here comes Lex bald ass being evil and shit. Yo, I ain't fuck with that, man. I ain't fuck with that. Everybody had nice hair. You know, even the bowl cut nigga, he still had his charm too. But that was definitely a stray that didn't need to happen. Get his bald ass to whatever they were taking him.
Bell Reeve.
That's crazy. It definitely caught a stray. But it was great. And I love the call outs and everything that he was doing. It almost made it seem like a video game. It was really Superman versus Lex and LexCorp. LexCorp.
LexCorp.
You had like the Raptors, the Engineer, and then of course Ultraman, right? Who were just like, you know, a crazy team when he had like, you know, all those little nanites, right? What they were called, like the little things that he was being able to control them, stuff like that. But yeah,
have you been seeing that clip of the engineer chick where she sees the people behind him? She does like this flip and turns the nanites backwards. It's like, bitch, why did you just turn around?
Yeah, for the extra stuff because you got to
do all this extra shit. Because
she probably didn't have enough. She probably didn't have enough cool scenes expressing her powers, so they were like, do this flip. You know what I'm saying? Show us what you can really do.
Go ahead.
You know, yeah.
Do that thing. Do that little dance.
Do this little thing that you do. Now I think it's a good time to open up my critiques, right? Shout out to Mr. Terrific. You know, like he had one of the greatest scenes that I'm probably going to see on Clipse. I'm always going to watch it when it pops up on Twitter, when it pops up on YouTube. I'm always going to watch that amazing scene that he had in the music. Like everything was cool about it. He had so much aura for a nerdy black kid. And he had a black nerdy haircut, which, you know, that's his own thing.
And they didn't play rap music for his scenes.
And they did not play rap music. You know what I'm saying? Great. No established shot. This is Mr. Terrific. Terrific. Nah, they ain't had none of that. They just like introduced him. He's super smart. Does not have electric bass powers, technically. He's super smart. He built stuff, but it's not really electric bass. So I can see where people were commenting his name on our video. You know what I'm saying?
Debatable.
I can see an argument for it. However, I do want to mention a few things about this character, right? He has the highest curse count in this movie, right? So like that's just kind of adds to the unruly black man stereotype. While he was super smart, I don't know if it's part of his character or what, but why did he sound like he was stuck in a 70s movie? You know what I'm saying? Like that whole like, oh hell no, what the hell? Are you stupid? Like that whole like, you know, like black shaftness that he had going on. It just felt like nobody else in the film had that. And I was just kind of confused at why he had that specifically. And I know he's black, but he could have been modern. He didn't have to be like, unbelievable. Are y'all serious, man? Like he ain't have to be
the dog.
Yeah, you brought the dog with you. Like he ain't had to talk like he ain't had to be doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Like I guess I really don't know if that's part of his character. I don't know where he's from canonically, like in the entire universe and everything like that. But he was still super cool. But whenever he got mad, he turned on like this oh hell no black man thing, and I was just like, I'm pretty sure, did he drop an F-bomb? I'm pretty sure he dropped the F-bomb in this movie. Nobody else was cussing in this movie except him. So
I don't know if he did.
I think it was when the universe was getting split or the planet was getting split, and he dropped, or he might have said shit. I don't remember, but. He has the highest curse count, the shaftness, and those are my biggest things with that, with him. But really cool character. I'm glad he was there. I'm glad he had a big role
-2 for that?
in saving it. No, so I have more things.
Oh, okay.
That's like minus a point for me. Also to the riff thing, I felt like the riff wasn't going fast enough. Like the way that like it was like expressed as like a planetary emergency. I felt like it could have cleared more than Metropolis and almost getting to Bakerloo, wherever Lotus is from. I felt like it wasn't moving fast enough. Superman went to, deal with Ultraman and all that shit and did all that stuff while this thing is ripping through a planet. It just didn't feel like, it didn't feel real. Like that shit should have been speeding through. The way that the speed that was going at when we first got introduced to it, it didn't feel real enough. I don't know how big Metropolis is, but it just didn't feel like it made much sense to me. It should have tore through a lot more, in my opinion. Other critique is, who built the Fortress of Solitude? That was something that confused me, is like how it got there, because it seemed like Superman had a bunch of robots in there. Is he like a super G? Did he build all that shit himself? Like, how did that get there? Like, how do we have that already? Was it him and Supergirl that built it, and then Supergirl went off somewhere? Like, how did the Fortress of Solitude get there?
Let me see.
That's my question.
It's
cool. It looks very cool.
In most Superman, the Fortress of Solitude is built by Superman himself, often using Kryptonian technology and crystals. He establishes it as a place of refuge. But where does he get the crystals from?
Where'd he get the crystals from? And in this movie, he doesn't seem like the smartest. Like, he seems nice, but he doesn't seem like, if he could do all that, then he should have been more like, he should have noticed right away how Lex was getting these people to beat his ass. He noticed that towards the end of the film. I feel like that would have been like common knowledge if you was really like, you built robots, bro, to play a message for you and shit like that, and tend to your wounds and shit like that. Basically, feed in the power of the sun into your stomach or wherever it was hitting you at. Like, you built all that, but you couldn't see that this man was doing Tekken call outs from his office and identify the problem.
How is he supposed to know that?
Because they all around you, bro. They following you. You don't see that, like, this is like these people around and like are these little things that's floating around. What you think? They just recording this shit to put on it on YouTube? Like, bro, you have robots in your fortress. You have no sense of like technology all of a sudden until the end of the film. That's when you start to notice. It just, those are my biggest critiques.
Didn't sit well with you.
Those are my two. I think those are my two biggest critiques. I don't have any more that I could think of. Oh, holy exposition. I understand that they're media people. Like, I know that they work for the Daily Planet. They did a good job of getting information to us via, like, news stories or Lex monologuing because he's so head ass that he has to explain everything that he's doing while he's doing it. I understand that.
It's classic villain shit.
But holy shit, it was a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, as somebody who who studies film, I noticed it too much, I think. Like, there wasn't like a healthy balance between just like showing and not telling, but there was just a lot of telling, which is fine. Like, they found a cool way to do it, like I said, through the monologues and through the media and everything that was happening. But holy shit, man, it was a lot of exposition. It was a lot of like explaining what's happening, what people are doing, and I'm not always feeling that. So for that, I took off 2 points. Overall, like I said, I really enjoyed the film, but those are just my critiques of that film. Do you have any critiques?
Honestly, I have to watch it again. I need to give it a second watch. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Yeah.
I think I said it here before. Like, when I go into superhero films, I try not to be, even though I went to college for film and shit, I try not to. I really don't delve deep into the, I don't know, just trying to dissect the film as much these days. I kind of just try to enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah, very fun.
It's like the same thing with editing. Like I talked about with editing. I'm not sure if I talked about this on the pod or if it was off the pod. It's just like something feeling right or feeling wrong or feeling like, this might have been off the pod where I talked about this with you, about like just like when I'm editing to no music, something just feels right, feels off. Something just, I just know when something fits and something doesn't.
If you get into a flow state of what you,
that's what I try to do with movies. And if something's ever off to me, that's when I can kind of start being a little bit more critical. But this film honestly didn't give me like that feeling watching all the way through. I felt pretty satisfied, especially as somebody who's, before this, not a big fan of Superman, the character in the comics, in video games, or You know, I watched the Superman animated series, but that's because, you know, Batman showed up every now and then. So I think this was the media. I'm sorry, this was the medium that I needed to see him in the right portrayal. Yeah, to appreciate him and to go back and watch some of those old Superman films again, like All-Star Superman. And even some of the what was the Keanu Reeves?
No, Christopher.
Christopher Reeves. Yeah. Watch some of the Christopher Reeves Superman. Like, go back and watch some of those because Christopher Reeves. I think before this, I think in my opinion, that was my favorite Superman. You know, Cavill was cool. The nigga that played fucking the Atom in the CW Arrowverse, he was cool too. I forget his name. But I think Reeves really did the job at, like, he looks like Superman. I feel like every Superman they depicted after that in terms of like the animated stuff looked like this nigga. So the same way we think of RDJ and Hugh Jackman as Wolverine and Iron Man, I think we thought of this nigga as Superman before him, Reeves. So new Superman's great. I gave it a 9 out of 10. Okay. So I got to see it again.
Are you gonna go see Fantastic Four?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're dropping way too much shit, by the way. Like, they dropped like 2 teasers, 2 trailers in like the last week. They need to relax.
And it's not helping.
I'm not watching any of it, but
it's not helping his case. It's not getting me excited for it at all. I think really like when I walked out this movie, I think I texted John and said, "Yo, I think DC got it, man." Like I walked out of that movie theater feeling like I could see this movie again. I haven't felt that way about a Marvel movie in a really long time.
That I want to see it a second time.
Yeah, like I need to see it a second time. You know what I'm saying? Or like, at least
like Endgame.
Yeah. I haven't felt that way in a really long time. And like you said, where, you know, they're building out these universes and stuff, I think the difference is if they're keeping the universes separate, then they really care about making the film a standalone film. Like this has like early Marvel feeling, right? With Iron Man, Thor, and
everybody's getting a separate film.
Right. And they're not just making a movie.
Getting a film, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, and it's gonna have its own story. It's gonna have its own probably like it's gonna be within that universe and everything, but it's gonna be like a film, right? It's gonna have a solid beginning and end. It's not gonna have a bunch of fan service where, oh yeah, this is that person from that other film, or oh yeah, this is gonna connect to the film that they're coming out with in 2027. Like it's all gonna connect, and that's what like I honestly am ready to just skip all the different Marvel drops that are coming out and just go straight to the one that's coming out next December, because like it just feels like a bunch of buildup for that. Like I just don't feel like the story is gonna be rewarding enough in Fantastic Four to get me to go see it. In order, like, even if they're like, oh yeah, you gotta see it because it's gonna connect. I watch that shit on TV. Like I really just feel like I think I could probably skip this one because I just don't feel like it's gonna be a solid like beginning end type of story, and I just don't need it, man. I'd rather go to the movies and see something that I feel like is gonna be like a solid film by itself instead of just like how I described it. I think that one time a trailer for another movie.
Yeah, Marvel is definitely in its like late CW phases where. Like when they were doing Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, The Flash, all those shows, only thing that I was looking forward to is when they did the giant crossover eventually. I didn't give a fuck about what was happening in all the seasons in between. Once y'all get to the big ass battle where y'all start, you know, mixing episodes for 6 straight weeks, that's when I'm in. Yeah. And that's where Marvel's at right now. Let's get to the point. Yeah. Just get to it.
It's taking too long.
So
and
that's the thing.
And even in the post credits in the Superman movie, like those aren't going to lead it. Like those are literally like irrelevant scenes, honestly. Like, did you stay for both of them?
The background scenes, the one with him, Crypto, and then the last one where Mr. Terrific again being like, Are you serious, man? You want me to do it? You want me to repair all this? I'm like, all right, bro. I saw.
Yeah, those two scenes. That was given it. Marvel started those post credit scenes, but those 2 scenes aren't commercials for the next film that's coming. Those aren't teasing anything that's coming next.
I literally feel like they just put it in there so that people would stay. That's it. Like it's just like they probably like, oh, people are expecting something. Let's give them something. You know, let's just give them 2.
And it might just be the James Gunn of it all too, though, because that's something that he does a lot specifically. So he's probably like, y'all, you know, I gotta throw something in there for the, you know. for those types of things.
But it was very cute. Also, we didn't mention Crypto. Shout out to Crypto. What a cute.
Oh yeah.
What a cute addition to it. I think the dog is they like designed him off of one of the
James Gunn's
producer's dogs. I think his name is Yuzu or something like that. I forget.
Uzu.
Uzu. Yeah. I thought that was really cool. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, man, I don't think I'm gonna see Fantastic Four, at least not in theaters. I'm all right off that. I hope it's good though. I really do hope it's good. I'll probably see clips and everything. I'm excited to see some action scenes. Shout out to Pedro Pascal, and everybody else that's playing in there. People are starting to be like, oh, that's why they made Silver Surfer a girl, because apparently, I think the Human Torch has the hots for that's funny, has the hots for
all aliens,
for the Silver Surfer. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how people receive it and everything. Any more Superman things we got to get to? Hot, are you gonna go see it at all, or? I'm
gonna see it, but I'm just the superhero thing is just not where I'm at anymore, and it just seems like a tried and true tradition at this point. But I don't know how many people are going to see these movies and then saying like, okay, this is one of the best movies I've seen this year. You know what I mean? Like when people do their top 10 lists, it's just something to see. And if it's just something to see, I'm going to wait for HBO Max to pull it up. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain movies that I've seen, and even if I don't like them, like I didn't love Longlegs, right? I didn't love, but I loved Alien Romulus. You know what I mean? But like certain movies you have to see in theaters. These superhero movies are genuinely pretty good. You know what I mean? Like they're like for the most part, like just generally they're
phenomenal.
Like
The Batman though is
this isn't one of the movies I think you have to even. I don't think you have to see this movie in a big screen. Honestly, it's a great film.
Yeah,
I'm sure I didn't see it in IMAX. I saw it in standard because IMAX was all sold out. But it looked pretty good on standard too. And honestly, I don't see that. Like there were some great shots. Like it was great some great cinematic shots, but nothing that I think like, oh, I need to see this in theaters. This is like a spectacle. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think the next movie that people are gonna feel like that about is The Odyssey. Y'all been hearing about that? That's like one that people that shit's already selling out.
So that's the thing. I was gonna say that because is that Ridley Scott or is that
Let's find out.
It's one of those prestigious guys. It might be Nolan. I think it's actually Nolan.
Yeah, they definitely would give that to Nolan. Yeah, it's Christopher Nolan. So yeah, that's,
Christopher Nolan.
He always he be doing.
He's gonna smoke shit.
And fucking Tom Holland's in it. Matt Damon, Zendaya, John Berthel, Robert Pattinson, Anne Hathaway. Bro,
Lupita.
Elliot Page, Charlize Theron, Mia Goth. Yo, this movie, they're gonna be fucking. This is like $1 billion production, man.
Yeah. I think they showed the trailer of this when we were in the fucking movie, and John Berthel was bald, and I was I told Brent, I was like, "Yo, this nigga that plays Punisher." He was like, "Who?"
Hopefully, he's not a bad guy. Bald niggas nowadays.
I can't remember.
Anyway,
bald. That's what I can't remember the Odyssey story that much from high school, but I
mean, well, it's multiple different stories, and that's why it's like perfect for like somebody like Nolan, because if he can turn this shit into a trilogy where he's doing like,
he's going for it.
Greek mythology, you know what I'm saying, and like putting it on film. First of all, I want more mythology movies. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like. Mythology is like such a great like bed of stories that nobody ever touches for some reason. And I think it's mostly because they scared. It's very easy to mess them up. But just if you're telling epic tales, bro, like this is something that you can lean into heavily, So and I think there's going to be a lot of practical in-camera effects.
So before we get into the next topic, I've been wanting to talk about this with y'all for a long time. We might have already talked about it already, but I've had this feeling for like mythological creatures and like who we need to kind of like put back to the forefront and just like expand the world and everything like that. Like we had, wizards with Harry Potter, we got vampires with Twilight, and now it's coming back. Like vampires never really left. I feel like there's a drought when we talk about like genies. I feel like we haven't gotten a really cool like modern day genie type story, like people who control genies, you know, a genie world, genie universe. I feel like we could get a really cool like modern take on genies that we haven't gotten. I'd really love to see how that goes, or like what somebody can cook up with that. We had like pirates. Well, pirates were actually real, but like just like that universe and everything that happened with that, like all the different things, like the Krakens and all that shit. Like that's a whole bigger thing, right? But what mythological like universe would y'all like want to see now? You know what I'm saying? 2025, 2026. We got the technology. We can really make it modern. We can build this thing out and really like give it some new legs and just start to explore and stuff. Like, what would y'all want to see like right now, if anything?
I got one very simple answer, and it's never been done right. Werewolves. Bro, where is the classic werewolf scary movie, bro? Werewolves are terrifying. Bro, Michael Jackson's Thriller, that first 5 minutes
crazy.
Is terrifying. And it's scarier than the zombie portion. You know what I mean? The zombie portion had its like scary parts. But yo, a person that turns into a mindless beast, but like normally they're like super cool and like loving and shit, but like when the moon is out, they cannot help but kill people.
Yeah.
The difference is with like vampires, the vampire is always the vampire. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And with zombies, the person is alive and then they die and they become a zombie, right? A werewolf has to not tell people he's a werewolf, but like is also out killing the entire town. And it could be a period piece. Like you could do werewolves in the medieval times. You could do a werewolf in Egyptian times. You could do werewolf modern. My favorite werewolf movie is probably An American Werewolf in Paris. I didn't see American Werewolf in London. That one's kind of old, even though the transformation scene from that movie is a classic. I've seen that a bunch of times. But An American Werewolf in Paris is like a dark comedy / horror. Mm-hmm. And it's in like that 90s era where like everything was like tongue in cheek anyway. So it kind of lived in that. But bro, a movie about somebody being a werewolf, but they also like work at an office. Like I think that's fire.
I'm gonna need you to work the night shift tonight, Daryl.
Exactly.
Oh God. I really can't. Like we're behind. Our numbers are down. We need this quarterly report to be flawless. I need you to work tonight. You sure about that, boss?
Then he goes to his favorite coffee shop, and the girl that he's been flirting with, he turns it. You know what I'm saying? He's walking into a car, doesn't realize the moon is out,
fucking demolishes it. Tragic.
I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, this is cinema.
This is your problem, Daryl. You're always trying to run away. Are you afraid of commitment? Ah! Oh man!
I'm telling you, we need a great werewolf movie, bro. We do.
Yeah, for sure. Dame, who you feeling?
I got nothing. I'll invest in both of y'all movies, so.
Big up yourself with Turn In. If you want the full video vibes, bonus episode, enough exclusive content, link we up on Patreon. Bomboclat. It start at only $1 a month. That a mad deal, you see it? Tap in now.
All right, y'all. Are y'all ready? It's my favorite part of the night. Reaction time. As y'all know, we here to review or react to some of these trailers, and we got a really special trailer to react to tonight. Is the Mortal Kombat II trailer that finally got released.
Talked about this
earlier this week. They came out with a teaser trailer that had Carl Urban, right? That was his name.
Carl Urban.
Keith Urban.
It's
Carl.
Keith Urban is a singer.
Is a singer.
Yeah, Carl Urban is the dude from The Boys, I think, right?
He's got to be
and other stuff too. Yeah, he was in Superman, I think, as well.
Yeah,
he's General Zod. Right?
He's Kano, right? Well, is he General Zod in the new Superman?
In the old Superman's Man of Steel, I think, right? Wasn't he General Zod?
Wasn't?
No shot.
He was in one of those movies.
Carl Urban? No, he can't be General Zod.
Carl Urban was a villain in one of those movies.
He was in.
Who's Judge?
Superman shit, bro.
Who? Carl Urban was. Who was he? He was a villain in one of these movies.
I'm thinking of a whole nother nigga, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, man. Let me see.
Thor. He was Scourge.
Scourge and Thor. Yeah. He's in The Boys. He's in.
Okay,
Star
no,
Trek.
Scourge. That's what I was thinking about. Executioner. Okay, sorry. He wasn't General Zod.
Okay.
Sorry, misspoke. Rewind. But Carl Urban is playing Johnny Cage in this movie. And so the teaser trailer was like a fun, dramatized. Johnny Cage is pretty much a poser. You know what I'm saying? He's an actor, but he very much is like highly overrated. He can fight, but he's
a terrible actor.
He's a terrible actor. He's in terrible movies. He uses his Hollywood stardom to make himself seem more powerful than he is, but he will be entering in these movies. And it's very cartoony, very silly, and I love it. He's going to be a tool in this movie. So that came out earlier this week, and now today Warner dropped the first official trailer for Mortal Kombat 2. And I'm really excited, man. Y'all want to just get right into it? Y'all got any thoughts? It's rated R, strong blade violence and gore and language. So,
the first movie was the first movie from the remake was it was good, but a lot of the plot, like I think back fondly on it, but I don't know if I really liked it when I first saw it because I thought some of the plot was just not well thought out. Yeah. So hopefully. Even though this is the second movie, very much like Mortal Kombat 2, the video game, when people think of the great Mortal Kombat video game from back in the day, they're actually talking about Mortal Kombat 2. Yeah. They're not really talking about Mortal Kombat 1. There's all the famous stuff, the whoopsie and all the like fatalities and the blood and all that stuff. You're talking about Mortal Kombat 2. Mortal Kombat 1 had like 6 people in it.
Like 8, but also, but also, I think it was such a shock to the world that with the Mortal Kombat universe, where like I was there for that, man. I was there when they had to stop selling the official versions of that game because it was too bloody. Yeah, it was the shock factor, but the good game. It wasn't a good game until the second game. Yeah, that's when they stopped being fucking pansies and just listen to their hearts. And
they made a great fighting game. Yeah.
Listen, in this game, you're gonna rip somebody's heart out. Don't show your kids. Like this game is fair.
They invented the ESRB.
Yeah.
Like let's be clear.
Yeah.
There was no governing board for like video game parental advisory before Mortal Kombat.
This shit changed the world. This shit got political for sure. All right, so let's get right into it, man. Mortal Kombat 2 official trailer. It's around 2 minutes, so let's get right into it. Let me know if y'all can hear and see it.
Here,
Uno mas, thanks.
My guy.
You're Johnny Cage. I loved Citizen Cage when I was a kid.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
They should do a reboot.
Nobody wants that. Shit went out in the 90s. Johnny Cage.
Oh, hell no.
You have been chosen to fight. Tell me you're not some crazy fans.
Okay.
How are you doing that?
Are you coming or what?
On you. Okay. Ooh.
Where the hell am I?
Outworld of Fire,
Called
Katana.
Mortal Kombat.
Let's go. Ooh.
It's a fighting tournament. To the death.
Oh, hold on.
Fuck that.
That's Shao Kahn.
Shao Kahn, yeah.
This is a war for the fate of your world. You dickheads in or what?
Okay, Jade.
I'm not some champion. I don't have transformer
My nigga
arms.
Eggs. Yes, sir.
Or shoot lightning bolts. This shit's got nothing to do with me. I'm an actor.
Ooh.
I find you annoying.
Ooh.
Not the face.
There's a war going on outside. You can run, but you can't hide forever, ever.
Sindel.
It's time to become the hero you were meant to be. All right, you big ugly fuck. It's showtime.
Hell yeah.
Is that Noob Saibot?
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
What the hell?
Freeze him! Are you shitting me? You don't have any powers?
Just incredibly handsome.
All right.
I really hope seeing Baraka in here and Sindel that we get a Sindel. You really gonna do it like that, Sindel? I doubt it, but Dashi deserves it.
I don't know. Is that from like the Juggernaut bitch era?
Oh, y'all never seen those videos? Y'all know Dashi XP, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Dashi. Yeah, for sure.
You guys
I remember
the
those parodies.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's hard.
They gonna know what I'm talking about out there. YouTube. They gonna know.
Yeah.
That was honestly, I'm 100% in. That's exactly what I wanted.
We're getting that in a few months.
Yeah.
That's
exactly what I want it to look like, for sure. I'm super excited about that.
I'm super excited to see this in the theaters because I'm not sure if you guys remember, but the last one was directly to HBO, right?
Yeah.
I think it was like simultaneously on HBO and in theaters.
Nah, wasn't this during the time where the theaters were just opening like back.
Yeah,
but nobody was going to the theaters.
Nobody was going to the theaters.
So
nobody saw it in theaters.
I don't think they.
So most people saw
theaters.
this. Yeah. So most people, and honestly, if you're gonna have the choice, I think 70% of people are probably gonna choose to just watch it at home than to go pay to watch it in the theater. That's just being real. That's the reason why they had to open the theaters back up because it was losing money. But this is the type of movie that I want to see on the big screen. Like, I need to see these action pieces.
This is a yelling at your screen type movie.
It's like, like this is one of those like
this is one where you want to see everybody else's reaction.
Yeah,
this is like a watch along movie for sure.
I want to see some cool fights, some really good choreography. Like I need to see it. Some really cool effects because not everybody is just a regular ass fighter. A lot of these people have elements. We got the Scorpion get over here. I don't even think we got that in the first movie. We just got Cabal saying, or somebody saying, I think it was Cabal saying he about to get his soul sucked. That's all we got in the first movie.
I'm gonna suck your soul.
Yeah, he's about to get his soul sucked. Crazy ass line. I don't know why they kept that in. But it's one of the only lines I remember from that movie. But we got some cool people. We saw Jade in there, Katana. I'm pretty sure that was Noob Saibot that was in there too.
Yeah.
Kano's back.
Jax.
Sonya's in there. Jax is back. Raiden. You know what I'm saying? So
did I spend most of that trailer calling Raiden Kung Lao?
I don't remember. I think you might have called Raiden by his real name. I didn't even hear you say Kung Lao, but Kung Lao was in there too.
I only heard
But yeah, man, this is great. So now we got to do some general Mortal Kombat stuff. I need y'all. First of all, I want to give a shout out to us having to live through the days where you had to know information. You weren't just given the information. The first Mortal Kombat game, you had to know how to do the fatalities. Them shits wasn't just given to you. You know what I'm saying? Them shits had to be passed down from somebody who knew.
Generation, word to mouth.
Word of mouth. Like you had to write them shits down on a piece of paper. You couldn't just like do them right off the back. And you had a short window of time to put the inputs in to make sure that you could do the fatalities. You couldn't just do it. You had
and
to
it's not like them buttons were the easiest to go left, right, without accidentally, mushing another button.
Yeah, you had to know the sequence, the timing of how you had to press them, all that stuff. The only one that I really knew from Mortal Kombat 1 was Scorpions because it was you had to press block and go up, and you could just what's it called? You could just pull your mask off and flame them up, and then Liu Kang's because you had to rotate the D-pad and he would flip and then uppercut the person and shit like that. Those are the only two ones that I remembered. Everything else I didn't remember a lot of the different fatalities. So I need anybody, because I'm definitely gonna clip this up. I need anybody who remembers. If you still remember, please put down the fatalities from the first Mortal Kombat. Shit like that. And Mortal Kombat 2 was cool because I think Mortal Kombat 2 is when they started introducing brutalities where you could like just beat the hell out of somebody and then just like explode and shit like that. But another thing I just couldn't know. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, shout out to us because they had olden things written down and stuff like that. I'm like, how did we live through that, bro? Just there was so much information you just didn't have. Like if you just weren't good at the game, you just never got the information. Like how would Hod know what the fatality is if he never met somebody who knew what the fatalities were?
That's it. Everything was word of mouth.
Like how
honestly, and I told y'all this is how my gaming thing was so limited up until like Xbox 360 because my friends I didn't get put on to like the Final Fantasies and like the Legend of Zeldas and all that stuff, bro. It was all like very surface. I had the Power Rangers game. I had like if my mom didn't recognize it from TV from something else, she wasn't getting it for the house. Now, Mortal Kombat was a big deal. So yeah, some of my friends had you know what it was? It was the Prima official guide. When you got that, first of all, if you got the Prima official guide, bro, you were middle class at least. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You had some money.
You had some money. You had to have some money if you had a Prima official guide. So that's I think where like the dissemination of information was coming from. Like
because there wasn't no move list. They had to like put that out somewhere. Publications, magazines and stuff like that for sure.
I would say it probably wasn't until like the Xbox era where you would pause it and the move list would be in the menu. You know what I'm saying? Like before that, somebody had to write it down on a list and you had to share it with your friends. That's it. That was the only way to know how to do it. I had my book. Yeah.
Good marketing. You know what I'm saying? But like, if you lost that sheet of paper, because it really just would be a piece of paper that's laying around and it'd be easily like, somebody see that, just crumble that up and throw that shit away. It's like, yo, my fatalities was written on that, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna remember all them shits off the top
Even
of my
worse,
head.
Bro, like y'all understand how we had to live before memory cards, bro?
Yeah,
like
man. You turn that game off, it's over.
That's it.
You turn that shit off.
And Mortal Kombat didn't have like codes. Like certain games had like level codes and stuff like that. You just put passwords. You can put the level code in and get to that level again. But bro, you had to beat that shit in one shot, or you were starting from the beginning the next time you turn the game on.
And don't let the power go out before you get that code.
Bro, I'm telling you, it was rough, man.
You be screwed.
Shout out to autosave.
Yeah, shout out to
right?
Yeah, autosave changed the game.
We take shit for granted,
manual
bro.
save, like you can only save at checkpoints. You have to finish the level before you got off.
Yeah, man.
No.
Yeah, I think I told you I played a game recently where it didn't have autosave. And like the beginning of the game, you're doing a whole bunch of dialogue. Also you couldn't skip that dialogue. They had unskippable dialogue back in the day. And then you have to do a fight. You have to do a battle, but it's like a hard battle because you ain't got shit on. I lost, and it took me back to the main menu.
Turned that shit up, didn't you?
I turned that shit up. I'm like, I'm not doing all that again. I'm not doing all that dialogue, everything. Before you could even get to a save point, you had to do this battle. And it took me all the way back to the beginning. I was like, nope. Sorry.
Let me tell you, that's one of the biggest curses of being in your 30s. You don't have time. Like you not only do you not have time, you don't even want to do it. I'm telling you, I cut off so many games if they're too hard in the beginning. Like genuinely. I don't have time to keep doing this. If I do it once and I fuck up and then I do it again and I win, all right, cool. If I mess up 3 times or 3 or 4 times, bro, I'm turning the game off, bro. I got to go to work.
Yeah,
this
isn't giving me the dopamine that I need to get from this activity. It's just making me mad. So I'm not
making me mad.
I'd rather play something that I can get something from it. You're just taking from me, and I don't like that shit. So yeah, I'm not
cozy games for life, bro.
Yeah. Do y'all have any favorite fatalities or anything like that? Do y'all have anything that y'all like is the most gruesome, or anything that like, or tell me if you were a Mortal Kombat character, what would your fatality be? Tell me, like, get creative. What would you want to do?
I would eat that nigga.
Baraka did that. Yeah, he would literally put him in the airs with the things and like literally.
Hold on, let him cook. Explain. What do you mean eat that nigga? What do you
eat that nigga?
Where would you start?
Yeah, where would you from the head?
From the head? I thought you would start from the toe.
Nah, head's easier. I feel like after you get the head part in, it's a little easier from there.
Oh my gosh. So you're gonna eat him and then what? Spit out the bones or something? Like, give me the cinematic piece. Give me everything.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna eat them, spit out the bones, and then I'm gonna put those bones in a bag, and then I'm gonna take some spices, put it in there, put it in the fridge, marinate it, and then feed it to my dogs.
All right, so your character got dogs. Okay, cool. So you care about the dogs. That's fine. Damon wins. Just eating niggas. All right. How do you? What you got?
All right. And I'm only going with this just because it's the thing that popped in my head. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, what if my character had like acidic diarrhea, right? So your character, the dude's on the ground, right? Yeah. And then like your stomach is bubbling, right? It's like right, and then you just turn around. Yeah, and you just turn around while he's on the ground, and just mad green diarrhea acid flies out of your ass and starts to like melt away their skin, because it's like self-deprecating. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that would actually be maybe not for my character, but if I had to create a fatality, I think that would be a fire fatality of like a Borai Chow or something like that, where like, because I know he like does the vomit, you know, the puke and the spit, you know what I mean? Yeah. But like, what if he turned around and shit on you? Like, literally. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be fire. Yeah. And then like a little, you know how they always have like that little comedy piece, like a little piece of corn just like rolls down. It's just like the last scene, all the bones are melting and like bubbling, with it's just like this one piece of corn
that made it through.
Yeah, that made it. I'm just saying that'd be kind of fire.
Okay.
You asked, bro. I don't know why you ask questions like this.
I didn't know y'all was gonna be so nasty. I thought this makes mine sound kind of stupid, because I mean I was just kind of like just the regular shit, right? So I'm always a fan of like people like ripping the skin off. I do like some like rip your skin off, right? And then you living through that, just ripping the layers of skin off, and then just like beating you with it. You know what I'm saying? I ripped the first layer off, beat you with that, beat you with the bag. You know what I'm saying? Rip the second layer off, beat you with that too with both hands until you fall out and collapse. I feel like that'd be kind of fun. But another one I had, which I guess matches the nasty flow in this, I would love to have like my character to have like some razor sharp like a razor sharp tongue. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of like Melina has like razor sharp teeth and shit like that. And I could just like, my tongue could elongate and just like slice niggas in like an X and then just push them, and then they just like.
Yeah. I can see that for you.
What? Go ahead, say something, Mr. Eat 'em up.
Nigga, you look him down.
Yeah, look him down too. That's me, yo.
Look him down too.
Yeah, man. That's my character name's gonna be Lickum. That's it, man. Lickum, like lick with Lickum. You got the K in there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so we 0 for 3 for fatalities, but in the comments, if y'all have any custom fatality ideas, let us know in the comments. And let us know which one of us has the best fatality. Which character are you playing? Are you playing as Dame, Hod, or Tren? And what would be our fatality inputs? Mine would be left, right, square. Very easy.
Yeah. Mine's will obviously be down, circle.
Yeah. Okay. Because you shitting.
Let's see.
down. The circle is like the butthole.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Perfect.
So I think mine would be left, right, triangle, X, up, down.
Okay, because you eating all you doing all of.
Oh no, down, up. Because I'm going to start from the head, so I got to down to crouch, then up, and that'll be the trigger to dive up and then gobble the nigga.
Nice. Oh, so you doing like a Pac-Man style, like wop, 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 like you're going down. Okay, head to toe.
And then I finish it off. I have like my hand on the ground, and I do like a twist, like Eddie Gordo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's fire. I think that's pretty solid. I think we got some pretty good moves on our hands, man.
Did y'all see the footage from the Coldplay concert?
Oh, yo, wake it up! Come on, man.
Why? What happened?
So, Coldplay had a concert recently. I think they could and should. Honestly. I think they could. Because
I thought it was just a jumbotron, but they really woke it up.
They like, really woke it up.
They was gassing it up.
It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
So you know how like when you're at a concert, there's the jumbotron at the concert, and sometimes they'll show clips of people from like the crowd and all that stuff, and like just put the spotlight on folks. So
Shine a
Coldplay
light
is
on
like
them.
I guess they have a segment in which they start like pointing out couples or whatever, and Chris Martin, the lead singer of Coldplay, will like shout people out that are in the crowd. Shout out, Tyler did that too, so shout out to him. But so they put the spotlight on this one couple. It's a older white couple, a gentleman holding his lady, by the hip, she's in front of him,
catching a vibe,
Yeah,
that
just
moment where
catching a
you
vibe,
holding your lady
smiling
from behind,
they're rocking.
you
can just see they are in that moment, bro.
Yeah.
And they're up on the screen.
They notice.
And they notice that they are on the screen, and the gentleman immediately throws his hands up like this and literally gets on his knees to duck out of the shot, and the woman slides off behind someone else. And Chris Martin very sarcastically says, "Oh, someone must be having an affair."
Yeah, that definitely. Yeah.
Extremely loudly,
Not so.
to whatever a 20,000 a crowd of 20,000. Yeah, these two people apparently definitely were not supposed to be doing that at that moment. And it turns out that the internet found that video, identified them, one as the CEO of some major tech company, and the woman he was with was the head of HR for the same company. So
needless to say,
Coldplay's Kiss Cam zeroes in on mortified tech CEO Andy Byron and alleged HR
whole
chief
names out there, man, and they're both
Kristen
married. By the way, you didn't even mention they're both married. It wasn't just like,
I mean, obviously, like what else would make you do that besides besides the fact that you
this
are
ain't one
are
person
already
getting caught
involved
up
with
and be like,
someone
"Oh no, my marriage is over." No, both of their marriages are over,
are completely done
for sure.
Yeah, like how,
and the man is probably gonna get clapped more than the woman is. Like, ooh, you cheated
how
on
we
me
gonna
on a world stage.
So because you know,
give me that money.
They
Just give me my
definitely
money.
told, they definitely told their partners like, oh, it's a work event. Like we're going, like, oh, all the execs are going out to this Coldplay concert.
This was a business venture. Coldplay reached out to us to do this to promote their tour.
Absolutely. That's definitely what he got off. Oh, honey, you don't have to go. It's gonna be late. I'm gonna be back late. It's probably not. It's been raining all week. You know what I mean, honey? Just stay home. It's fine. I don't even really want to go. It was definitely that energy.
Give the kids
and then to get thrown on, and then to get thrown on the Summer Jam screen like that. That's just brutal.
Now I'm not gonna lie,
Absolutely.
they kind of made it too hot. I feel like
I think they could have played it off.
I think if they didn't overreact, they probably would have been off the screen in like 2-3 seconds.
Yeah,
would have been boring. Just hold on, tuck your head behind hers if you can, bro. Don't like run away completely. Like
I don't
that
even
clip,
think you have to do all that.
that clip was not going viral if you didn't fucking creep
Yeah,
into
it was
hiding,
not.
bro.
Yeah. It was pretty bad. It was
Not
the
play
exact opposite thing that you're supposed to do when you get caught up like that. You know what I mean? First of all, deniability, right? You gotta find a way out.
Deny.
That's
just
not
in
me.
the moment. Yeah, like, that's AI, man. This AI shit is
That's AI,
crazy.
yo. They
Have you seen VO3? It's just
Google's doing
wicked,
some
man.
crazy stuff right now.
Yeah, I'm actually working on my lawsuit right now. They asked me if they could use my likeness. I didn't know it'd be like this. I'm sorry, honey.
I didn't know they was doing that.
I embarrassed
for
you
sure.
and our kids and our life, and I will make it up to you.
Would you try to get off like, oh, this was scripted? They asked us to do this,
Absolutely,
as like a joke thing to make it, to make a viral clip.
Absolutely.
You got to do something.
Now that only works if there's no suspicions on either side.
For sure.
Because if there was already like, oh yeah, I'm staying at work late, and you found some receipts from some hotel visits, or Bo's been hanging out with Sharon a little bit too much. You take your wife, or they've taken their significant others to these work events, and they're a little bit standoffish.
Yeah. I mean, they just took that work wife, work husband shit way too far.
Yeah, they ruined it. they fucking the game up.
Yeah, they fucking the game up. Y'all breaking all kind of rules, bro.
Yeah.
You never once you're in public, you gotta just be cash again. You know what I mean? Yeah. Outside of the main office, this is not how you operate. This is just, they thought they were safe because they was up in a box, probably a press box, They thought they were safe. Like, oh, this is the perfect opportunity. No. Now you on that Summer Jam screen.
Honestly, yeah, I'd probably be mad as hell. I'd probably want to sue if I'm the CEO. I'm like, what gives you the right to just have my face up on a screen like that? I didn't opt into that. Even though you definitely
could write you could get damages off that. Even if it wasn't, because you need a release, right? Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, you don't sign anything. I think
He was probably they were probably fine with the camera, but the fact that the lead singer was like, "Oh, he cheating," like that's
yeah.
That was
I'm getting some money out
for
smart.
That was
for
a little
sure.
much. Yeah.
Yeah. Some other shit gonna be yellow. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm just saying.
Your account gonna be in the red. I'm definitely gonna own. I'm gonna own parts of Coldplay.
For sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you get a like? You know what? You thought that shit was funny? You motherfuckers come in my house and play for free and get my wife to put her bags down.
Tell her it was a joke.
That's what you do now.
Now, tell her it was a joke. Take it back. Make a public statement. And you'll never tour in this country again.
Again at all. Play off the Bluetooth. Yo, put the Bluetooth on.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Yeah,
absolutely, man.
That's absolutely nuts. Yeah, I don't even know. How would y'all try to get that off? Dame, you missed the smooth. You missed the order. How would you try to get that off? I gotta know. How would you try to what was it? Give us your best excuse in the book.
That was easy.
I got you something.
That was easy.
So you got to just try to stay still. Hope you invisible after a while.
Try to joke my way out of it.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Like, come on, babe. I wasn't giving her no real dick.
Yeah,
this was work dick.
We just like, you know what I'm saying? She just liked the song. She grabbed me, honestly. You know what I'm saying?
She grabbed me, and you the one behind her.
She grabbed me, man.
She grabbed me.
I was just going to the dip. Honestly, I was walking to the dip, and she grabbed me.
I just got to the concert. I was greeting her.
Yeah. She turned around because they was talking. Like I was trying to give her a regular hug. Oh, man.
I was forming myself to give her the Heimlich. I thought she needed help.
That's a good one.
And she said, no, it's fine. So she had her arms around me to pull them off. Yeah, he's
Bro's middle finger definitely could have been flicking it. Like where his hand was.
Right, man.
I'm just saying.
Right.
He could have been.
I think I had one thing written down about hip hop having these great moments of shining through. Like Clipse coming out and Kendrick being like getting his like moment to like really shine over all like the popular type shit. I hope 3K comes back, man. I hope like there's like these little moments of like real hip hop stars coming out and just being authentic and making good music. I think that's kind of something that we need. So I hope 3K gets inspired by something, because I think it'd be cool to have like a full 3K album where him actually rapping, Rap over the flutes if you want.
For real. That piano shit wasn't in it. It didn't hit the same way as the flutes did.
Yeah. So, yeah, I hope he's next. you know. But that's all I had. I didn't have anything. Oh, Jordan Lucas and Skepta might be the first rap beef where they both lose. Had that written down.
Yeah, that shit.
sure.
Nobody's looking forward to that.
It's ass.
Yeah. And wait, one more shout out. The Ghost of Yote. Yeah. Ghost of Yote is making a lo-fi hip hop mode.
Yeah. Watanabe mode.
Yeah, Watanabe is giving it he's giving it his blessing where he's giving like a lo-fi hip hop mode, and you know he worked heavily with Nujabes on the Samurai Champloo soundtrack, so it's almost like a little dedication to that, which I think is really cool. It's making me want to buy the game, so I thought that was pretty damn awesome. Damn, sorry, I stepped on your shit. What you got?
Nah, you good. You good. Just don't do it again. I just wanted to know if you guys wanted to do an update on the our labels.
Oh yeah.
You guys,
so
any recent news that came out with some of y'all artists?
So what we didn't know is that Stevie was playing keys on the Clipse album on track One Birds Those Sing. That's pretty fire. And he was on at the end of the song giving some pretty wise advice. He was also on stage recently saying that he can see the evils of the world. Shout out to Stevie. Sobi dropped a track with Master G called 10 Toes. Loving that. I hope that she's in a healthier place. Yeah, I hope she's in a better place in terms of dropping music. She's had a tough battle with trying to get different things taken down off of Spotify and working with DistroKid and all that shit. So I'm glad she's in a space where she feels comfortable. She could drop something again, and I hope we get more. Who else on my label? Flylo's dropping the game shit soon. What's it called? For the Puppet game soundtrack. That should be cool. Miley's doing Miley things. Haven't heard much more since she dropped her album and dropped like the videos for it. And Drake, he dropped What Did I Miss? I think he's coming out soon. I'm not sure if he's coming out next week or what, but I heard he's coming out pretty soon, so I'm sure we'll hear more about that. And I think that's it. I think that's about everybody on my label.
Man, honestly, I'm the J. Cole of this game show.
Where's
I'm not
Doechii?
keeping up. Yeah, prepping for the new stuff, man. But I don't have it.
Anybody got Nicki?
Absolutely not.
Anybody got SZA?
I think. Do I have some? No, I have. I'm tight because Benson Boone kind of just is not doing what I thought he was gonna do. He's actually a big letdown for me right now.
He chose
he dropped
a bad
an
way.
ass song.
Yeah,
chose a bad way, man.
I chose
Fly White, but yeah,
yeah,
chose a bad white man.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed.
Let's see. So for mine,
Well, start our labels. Let's see.
I got Kendrick Lamar, tour with SZA going on right now, going crazy. As we all know, he won 5 BET Awards, 5 Grammy Awards, which also will go over to Jack Antonoff as well since he worked on that album. He got a standing ovation in Toronto. It was asked to perform Not Like Us multiple times on the Clipse album, Chains and Whips. And he's a reason that the Clipse was able to get out of their deal with Def Jam.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's to be applauded as well. Snoop Dogg, we talked about it before. He got his Legacy Award at the BET Award. I'm pretty upset with my Legacy choice. I thought Snoop Dogg would be a little bit more active right now, or at least be doing something. But no. Dom Inarella actually just dropped his 2nd single, Jersey, in July. Shout out Jersey, Big Jersey, getting a shout out.
It's a good track, man.
It is. It's not doing that bad. I think it's cool. It's not as good as the first song, but it's doing well. 250,000 streams. You feel me? I'm keeping track of my guy. And then I follow him on Instagram. He's doing a lot of local shows, getting his name out there. People singing along to his song. So that's good to see.
Is his following going up even more? Or, are those bots working hard?
I haven't checked, but the people are showing up to the shows though, and that's all that matters. My rookie, Tyla, actually just dropped a couple songs last week. She dropped like a little 2-track EP. What's it called? So I think it's called Is It? And then the other one's called Bliss. She also recently won an AMA, a Kids Choice Award. She got slimed. That's always good to see. iHeart Award.
What? That's always good to see.
Yeah, you bringing back people getting slimed.
Sorry, bro. Slime. That whole shit is very nasty. Knowing what we know about Nickelodeon, like that whole slime shit is just.
Yeah, buddy.
First
With
of all,
the feet
what
obsession too?
It's just.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they're actually still doing it.
He's out of there though.
I know,
That's
but
fine. It's like their staple.
I know, but it's just.
They gotta
nasty.
keep it.
It's just nasty, bro. It's just nasty. I don't know. The slime shit is just like why they keep making all this slime. It's just nasty. It's messy. It's just, I don't know. It's very suggestive. But so
Tyler, we know he's on tour. He's got the verse in the Clipse album. I gave my thoughts on it earlier. Jack Antonoff, the awards from before, and apparently he's been teasing a new album with Taylor Swift coming out soon. So we got to keep our eyes on that. He has the song he
award show
produced.
season coming.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he produced or wrote for it, but he has a song with Sabrina Carpenter, "Manchild."
Oh shit, yeah, that just came out
Yeah,
recently.
and he's got a song with Doja Cat coming out soon. So
This thing touches
I
everything.
see him working,
man.
yo.
It's everything. Yeah, but Doechii is nowhere to be found. I don't know who Hydra is. Ice
Yeah, word.
Cube. Beyonce just got her car broken into. The Alchemist is dropping AI tracks.
Oh man.
Benson Boone is nowhere to be found. Yo, Hard Knock Life, man. You got one of
This reminds me,
you got one of my least
gotta
favorite labels of all time, I think.
drafting is just not your strong suit. I think we got fantasy football coming around the corner.
If you get drafted by me, bro, you're gonna have a bad year.
Yeah, man.
I'm still counting on my Doechii. Finishing up the year. I think she drops her album third quarter, maybe fourth, and I think this Nicki thing may light something, and we'll see what happens from it. Because I don't think it's gonna be no cute shots. I think Doechii doesn't play like that, so we'll see. We'll see what comes of it.
Just make sure you water your plants, man, or else they wither and die.
Yeah.
I got one more shout out.
Kidding. That was a joke I saw on Twitter. I was like, but I don't think she's actually a plant.
Oh damn! I didn't even get it at first. Good one.
It's all good. Went over your head. You gotta read more, man.
Yo, I want to give a shout out to Stephen Colbert, bro. They just canceled the show.
Yeah, I did see that.
Who just canceled the show?
CBS just canceled their show.
They? Why they cancel the show? What did he say? He did something?
Apparently, what? So I think Paramount had an issue going on with Trump right now.
Okay.
Yeah, Trump filed a lawsuit with Paramount. They had to pay out like $60 million or 16 or 60, one of them numbers. And then Stephen Colbert called them like a big fat fucking payout or a bribe or some shit like that. And then a week later, he's out of here.
You know, Trump said, "Yeah, you fired, bro."
Yeah,
they could have took Kimmel.
They
or Fallon, actually. Fallon.
Nah, Fallon. Fallon be because what Roots is with Fallon, right? Or Questlove is with Fallon.
Yeah,
and the Clipse just performed on Fallon. Fallon be having some good shows. Kimmel can go.
Yeah, but Fallon be faking his laugh and faking conversation.
Yeah, but the show was pretty good. Like, I think Fallon...
It's the same show as Kimmel.
People performing on Fallon... Didn't Griselda perform on Fallon, too? Like, people performing on Fallon is like... That's the new all that.
Give me Guillermo.
That's what we got, huh?
Give me Guillermo. Like, as long as Guillermo is there for the NBA Finals every year, that's all I want to see.
Not mad at that.
Yeah. I took back I don't know if y'all knew if I was beefing with Quinn. You know that girl Quinn that's online?
Quinn Blackwell, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. I had her blocked for some reason on Twitter or some shit like that. I don't know. Something,
one-sided beef.
Something that got me pissed off. But I've had her blocked because I just didn't want to see her at all or something. I don't know. But she actually has a really funny show on YouTube, like that cooking with starving celebrities or some shit like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty entertaining. I watched the one recently with Pink Pantheress. So that's my Pink Pantheress update. She's doing interviews and shit like that. It was pretty entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. They went back. She goes back and forth with her guest a lot. There's a lot of like shade that's thrown. It's just I don't know. It's pretty funny because it's very LA-ish, and I'm like convinced that a lot of these LA people be hating each other, and it be coming out in the funniest ways or the weirdest ways. So it's really interesting, like watching like what like seems like a joke, but it's like they probably be dead ass sometimes. But yeah, it was pretty entertaining. So shout out to Quentin for that. I don't know why I hate you, but it's pretty funny. And that's all I got, man. I'm done. I'm good.
Yeah, me too.
There's
streamer beef going on. Kai Cenat and Aiden Ross. I'm gonna catch up with that after. I gotta see what the young kids are talking about.
Yeah,
that's what they're arguing about.
Yeah, gotta check back in with the young kids.
Yeah.
Okay. So Dame, as you guys know, we play these songs. Wicked Radio time. Dame, what you got, man?
Yeah. Gentleman by the name of Odeal. I hope I'm saying that right. I was having trouble finding what I thought would be my sound of the summer, but I think I found it. He dropped an album last week called The Summer That Saved Me, and this album, I think, saved me. This is called My Heart.
Oof, what a big sound, bro.
Remember those days? I was out weekends, long nights. I was out freaking, deaking, jumping out after having some fun. You got another in my arms, and they caught you a bud. Then again, we ain't so tough, you see. Can't get over you.
That was Odeal, My Heart, off of The Summer That Saved Me. Definitely go check that out. He got some Leon Thomas's on there as well.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's only about like 7 tracks, so go check that out.
Yeah, it's a vibe. Sure. Definitely, that's a good Miami track too. Like one of those lounge areas.
There's a song. There's a song on there called Miami.
Yeah.
Good call. All right, so we actually, we've been talking about older rappers, right? And we've been talking about Andre 3000 and the many excuses he's made about not putting music out. There happens to be a rapper by the name of Andy Mineo who decided to put a song out entitled I Swear This Is Not an Andre 3000 Diss Song. So that's what I'm playing today.
Word.
Sometimes it feel like you dead, but you alive. I just pray before the day that you truly fly. You feel like the gift God gave you was fully utilized. Maybe this is foolish pride, like, what do I think I'm doing? I'm just a stranger out here asking this man for new music. And you never listen to nobody except yourself, so I know this is useless. You drive hey at the height of G-Unit, and man, that's gangster. You the ultimate nonconformist. You kept pushing boundaries, exploring. You taught us normal is boring. That's the thing I love about you the most. You reinvented yourself. You raised the bar on what you expected yourself. But maybe the bar got so high that you can't even reach it. Unsatisfied, stuck calling all your heat is decent. Then you don't release it. Honestly, it's hard to believe, cause I heard all your features. You got Killer Mike and Grammy. Man, that joint was recent. And look, no disrespect.
That was Andy Mineo with I Swear This Is Not an Andre 3000 Diss Song. What y'all think? Y'all think it was a diss song?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you're trying to basically say that, the decisions that you're making, you can't be making them decisions from a intentional place.
Yeah, it's fear. And honestly, a lot of times, even when he kind of talks in interviews, it does sound like disdain. It doesn't sound like someone that's truly over it. You know what I mean? It just sounds like someone who has like a complicated relationship with hip hop, and not necessarily someone who is just like, they say that the opposite of love isn't hate, it's indifference. Yeah.
I'd much rather hear from somebody who wants to make rap music than somebody who doesn't, right?
For sure.
So hopefully he gets inspired. That's what I said. But that was dope though. That was pretty cool. I'm gonna play something from the DESTIN CONRAD project that dropped a couple months ago. This is called JUMPIN.
Maybe I'm stupid, maybe I'm dumb, maybe I'm out of it. Maybe I got so much on my mind and it's a lot of shit. And I got the loose, but I'm moving the way I like. Some days I feel amazing. Some days I wanna jump. Some days I wanna. Yeah, some days I wanna just jump, jump, jump.
Destin CONRAD jumping off of that what's it called? Digital Devotion?
Love on Digital.
Love on Digital. Yeah, great album. Gotta go back to it for sure. I thought it was gonna be like more of a summer play, so I gotta go back to that for sure. Thank y'all for listening. This has been Because We Are podcast at gobble_call.me.hod and Tren Dollars. Subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/Because We Are podcast. And as a reminder, in case you missed it, like I said, Because We Feud is returning. So if you'd like to be a part of the survey, get your comments in because that's happening now. Dame is ready, locked and loaded, ready to get y'all answers. So please, 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 please become a patron and participate, man. We'd love to hear what y'all gotta say. And we're going to have a good time. End of the month, that's when we plan on bringing it back, and I'm excited. Like I said, I'm here, ready to come for the crown, man, or come for the belt, the chip, all them things, whatever you gave yourself for that, you know, that little win that you pulled out last month. So just you know, just know I'm coming for the title.
At some point, at some point you'll win. At some point you'll win.
Yeah, man.
Not
I think
soon.
Sooner than you think, bro. Sooner than you think, brother. But you know. We'll see. I guess time will tell. We'll talk to y'all soon. And by
patrons, check your inboxes.
Yeah. Check your inboxes.
Check your inboxes.
Special things that we'll talk more about next week. And catch y'all soon. Peace. Ciao, Bethany.